he first came to me and said he wanted to do mixing, I said, you know what, hell yeah. Hell yeah. The community can use this or whatever it is that you need. I'm here for it, and with God at the front, we're going to get it done. And here we are, 4 years later. Say, mixing number 4! Alright, so without further ado, I want to bring the man, the myth, the legend to the stage, the one and only, Wavy Ray!
Thank you so much. What up, y'all? Y'all in here? Yeah, I know it's early. It's still a little bit early. How many people went to sleep like after 3 a.m.? And then, that's everybody in the room. I'm glad I'm not alone, y'all. What up, though? I'm gonna need all y'all energy today. Today, the next couple of days, y'all. I know we got a schedule that's packed full of stuff, man. And first of all, I just thank y'all for being here. Thank y'all for your attention, your time, money, your travel, all of that, man. So everybody, let me say, give it up for yourself real quick. Just give it up for that. But on the road, we're gonna be bringing up so many heavy hitters. Like this is so many talented, amazing, wise people that I wanted to expose y'all to, and that I wanted to talk to and learn from myself, that I couldn't possibly even get everybody on, right? So look, y'all all got the pamphlet, we got the website, we got a bunch of names. What I'm not going to do today is spend a whole bunch of time talking about biographies and what you did in the past and all of that, because while they have done some amazing things, the thing that I think will benefit us the most is like, yo, we got 40 minutes on this stage. What's the most impactful thing you can tell me to move my career ahead? What's the best thing you can tell me so I can get to the next level? Go look them up later for the validation. All right? We're not just spend 30 minutes on bios and how many. Just know, everybody that's touching this stage, they got millions of records, so they got platinum plaques, they got Grammys, they got all of these things. So when you see it once, then you see it once. Realize,
then tomorrow night I'm gonna have a party and it's a different studio, and then that's gonna be where everybody's
so give it up for yourself again. You about to get this kind of started. It's called a profitable home studio. Explain if you got a home studio. So believe it or not, I have been on YouTube right since 2017, and I only had a home studio.
So I'm in the house, and I'm back and forth, but this is becoming more and more hard now.
What drove you to move to Atlanta?
So for me, it was probably my wife. She does television, so they were flying through Atlanta, and we've been up here, you know, I worked up here in Atlanta a bunch of times, and Patchworks and Tree and a bunch of places. And then she said, you know, we make the move, you know. And then the opportunity came. She kind of brought me quicker than I wanted to come. But as soon as I got here, I was like, I like the vibe.
Now, I'm going to jump right in here. Yo, if y'all don't know who Lou Diaz is, look him up, again, put him in your notes. Make sure you find out, read his whole resume and all of that. Now, I want to jump right into something that I heard you say on a previous interview, man. This is basically saying, make the rough sound so good that you become the mixer for the record, right?
Yeah.
I wanted to dive deeper into that. For one, like, what's your mindset on making that rough mix sound so good?
So for me, I mean, that's kind of what brought me into mixing. I was a recording engineer. I record along because as I recorded, like you were saying, I was at the end of the recording session. I was always doing a little rough, nothing crazy, 15 minutes, little 10K. This is back where I'm constant, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I would add a little 10K, just do a nice little record and take home. And then what ended up happening is on one of the projects, my brother was producing it. It was Atlantic Records, and when they went to release the first single, the label had been sitting with the demo for a long time. So I wasn't even an engineer. I was just helping my brother out and record. And so they hired somebody, they came back, and didn't have the vibe of the rough. And that's my first mixtape. And I got actually thinking, maybe I can do this.
So you ultimately just had a certain vibe in that rough mix. And as mixing engineers, I'm sure y'all have all had this challenge to where you're trying to beat that rough mix or get that vibe that was going on. So is there something special that you were doing or something unique you feel like that you were doing that, a mixer, a more seasoned mixer would have missed or something?
Yeah, you know what it is? It was just, as a recording engineer, you become tied to the project.
Yeah.
Like you're there, whether creating, you know the sound. So it was really, I had that advantage. And then the guy that they hired was an amazing mix engineer, but he was coming from a different perspective, right? It was a dance hall record, hip hop dance hall, and this guy was a dance guy. So he had the name. When they hired him, the mix was amazing, but it was flat on the low end.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that I did anything magical, I was just connected to the project, but it taught me a lesson, man. Go in, that's how you need to get people to notice you.
Are you still working on recording projects to this day in that same genre, or are you kind of just stick to mixing stuff?
Yeah, stopped mixing like really early on. And it was sort of luck because when I decided to stop, I was at Circle Studios in Miami, and that studio was growing. So as that studio grew, I became kind of the mixer guy, and that just led me to say, that's it. And I love recording, it's cool, but I'll make some more.
Hey yo, it's just a little too loud here for me to think. So keep this side conversations to a minimum over there, alright? Y'all hear me over there? Alright.
Thank y'all so much, man. I appreciate your patience. We were just finishing up a panel downstairs, I've been over. So, but I was hoping we could have a top down, but that's completely fine. I have the software open for you, so you'll still be able to follow along. You may not see some of the menu diving, but you definitely see the plugins and the editing and all the things up here in the software, which is really nice. So, yeah, I wanted to switch it up. I know everyone is probably already, immaculate in FL and Ableton and Logic, but one software that has really caught my eye in my workflow has been the MPC workflow. And even preparing for today, the fact that I can still have my normal MPC workflow and also use the desktop software is really a game changer. So how many are familiar with traditional MPCs by the raising of hands? Okay, so that's good. So we have a certain baseline because I've met about like 10 to 20 people today that have never seen an MPC ever. So that's good to know. So how many of you are familiar with the newer generation, let's say like the MPC 1, MPC Live, stuff like that? All right, bet. So we have a certain understanding. Cool. So what I'm gonna do for y'all today is pretty much showcase the newer features of 3.9 and the G2. So one we can start with. The faster loading times. We have the 8-core processor in the G2s. So I can literally just go to track, plug in here, and then I'm gonna load up it's gonna like Analog Dream or something like that. So I'm gonna load this up and boom, just like that, it's ready to go. It's loaded. So if you did this on the first gen, it would take you a while. You're gonna be sitting here for a little minute. So that's one of the pleasant updates of 3.9 that I enjoy a lot. And with the 8-core processor, we can also utilize the USB-C functionality. Unfortunately, I'm already using the USB-C on the computer, but you can sample from your smartphone now and all the different things and keep inspiration at your fingertips. So for me, I love the Key 37 because I'm a musician and I can capture ideas extremely fast. So what I'll do for you is just so you can see this in real time, how easy and fast it is to create something like this. So my typical process is probably starting off with some type of melodic idea or sometimes drums, but in this case with a melodic idea. So I'm going to click on game and some dope sounds. So ignition keys from Native Instruments is actually kind of dope. And we know
I wasn't raised.
Yeah, leaving the mixnik a little early because I got hungry. I'm about to go get me this Jamaican spot. Hit this Jamaican spot I hit up last time I was down here. But definitely gonna come back tomorrow and network with some more people. I met some big hitters as well as some people that's up and coming that definitely likes me with some game I'm gonna use. But look at these buildings, y'all. I'm in the ATL. It's beautiful. Y'all stay tuned.